Hi everybody, welcome to today's live stream. So I wanted to share today and the next couple of days in response to what's been going on in the world, this big shift that's been happening around racism, oppression, inequality, the mistreatment of people who all ought to be totally equal. Everybody ought to be perceived the same, and I just feel like there's been such a big shift. Hello, welcome everybody. welcome. And this live stream is, and these three this week are called Equality, Freedom and Peace. And I've become so conscious of how much we are holding in our energy field. Hi Ruth, welcome. How much we're holding in our energy field that we are unconscious of, that is still contributing to the old energy, and when we release that it contributes to, when we align to much more healthy empowerment and freedom and peace and so on, much more healthy energies, then that can contribute to this change that is happening and needs to happen in the world. So changing on the external level, so the systems and the structures, is obviously really important, and then also make that transformation within ourselves. Anything that's sort of lurking there, anything that's there that we may not realize is there. Hi Beatrice. When we release that, we're making a difference. And it brought up, it was such a big shift, and for me it brought up a lot of shock, a lot of stuff. It was just a huge big shift for me, and it was just, I can't even properly put words on it at the moment, but it just did feel like it was something new that was grounding in, something that we can all be a part of. And there were a couple of stories that stories, if you can call them that, or analogies maybe, that just thought I'd share with you, just to kind of bring home some of what this is about. So one of them was, there just heaps coming to the surface. Yes, huge shifting, letting go of the old. Yes, absolutely. And it's really good to go with this and allow it and to support ourselves in it. So one of the stories was what somebody said, well, imagine if your daughter or your child is being bullied in school, and that there were 3 girls who are doing this bullying, who are bullying your daughter. And those 3 girls had 5 friends, and those 8 would sit together and they'd all chat. And the 5 friends were nice and they were kind and respectful, but they didn't do anything to stop the bullying. And they just stood by. That's not right. That's not right. It's one thing to not bully, and then it's another to stop what's going on. That's not okay. And then the other one was, just imagine, say, like with the Ku Klux Klan rally or march that happened, and imagine if that was anti-women or anti, all sorts of things that are, that would not be okay. And so again, there's that sense of going, hold on, this really isn't okay. That everybody needs to be included, and everybody needs to be a part of the whole, and there needs to be respect and honouring for everyone. It doesn't matter what skin colour, what background, what anything. So it just looks like, and then it reminded me of things like what I've experienced as Irish before in the past, of prejudice towards Irish. It was just that was a long time ago. That was when I was in my late teens, early 20s. I haven't experienced it any time recently, but I still remember it. Hi Loreen, I think I saw your face there. Welcome. And lots of different, there's ancestral, there's our own experiences. There are the experiences of other people that we're picking up on. There's ancestral experiences that we're holding in our energy field. And I know for me, I've had ancestral experiences kind of on both sides of that point of view. Oh, thanks, Ruth. I know, I can really feel it. There's past life experiences. You know, there's so many things that we can hold in our energy field. And, you know, because we can become conscious of that. Thanks, Lorene. And Brit just, yes, so special, everyone needs to be included. Yes, becoming more aware that not everyone is. Yeah, it's like before maybe we weren't aware of it as much, and now we are. Hi Maria Rosario. Yeah, so it really felt like there was something coming into this, and I want to also work with conscious engagement with this so that we know that we have support with this. We know that we have you know, the support of the universe, of the intelligences, of the beings who are working with us. And I actually made a PDF of the steps of conscious engagement. So conscious engagement, you know, you don't need any steps, it's something you can just do. But I know when you're getting used to it, it can be helpful to kind of know what to do for the beginning, middle and end. And I made a PDF, so I'll put a link to that after we finish this call. But we'll work through the steps, and it just gives a structure to what we're doing, and it gives a sense of moving through a process. So yeah. But how is everybody? And welcome everybody. I'm sure this is something that's up for a lot of people, and you know, if we're able to make, you know, if we're able to do what we can, then that is amazing. And you know, we can all do different things, and working on our own stuff is one of the things that we can do, even if it's unconscious stuff, you know. Just you love this and feel this. I'm sure many of you here do. Yeah, the support of consciousness. Yeah. Hi Carol. It's buffering a lot, but it's persevering. Yeah, good. I think actually I might need something. Do I need something? No. Okay, it's all right. Everything is kind of coming through. It's just kind of going. Hi Mum. Thank you. Whew. Okay. So let's just see where we're at now at the moment. So if you want to just feel into your body, into your weight, your feet on the floor, just maybe roll your shoulders, and just have the intention that you're allowing whatever it is that's right for you to come in. And also knowing that what's coming in is coming over 3 days. So it'll be today, tomorrow and the next day. And that whether you want to join 1, 2 or 3 of these, it's going to be right for you. And if you want to join all 3, then there's a process going through the whole 3. And yeah, just really have the intention, whatever's right for you, that you are being cared for, that you are safe, that you're a good person, that you're valuable, that you're loved, that you count, just as everybody counts, everybody's valuable. Which is, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so do we need anything else? No, okay. It's funny, there's just so much going on, I'm sure you can feel it. Okay, so in conscious engagement, there are 5 steps. And again, you don't have to use these, but they do help things to become more simple, straightforward. So the first step is our intention or our focus. So this is where we bring to our, there's a cat who wants to, I might just let the cat out before I get started, and I'll just say this. So if you want to just bring your attention to whatever it is that's important for you right now, what is it that you would like these sessions to help you with? So, you know, my intention is for bringing in this equality, freedom and peace, and whatever it is we need to help that to happen. So if you want to just take a moment to feel what's your intention, and I'll let the cat out. I thought he was settled down, but he wasn't. You probably thought, oh, there's loads going on here. So that's the first step, is your intention, your focus. The second step is connect. So this is where we raise our vibration by connecting or bringing our attention to energies like unconditional love and non-judgment, or to different beings like nature intelligence, or, you know, beings of light of the highest frequency. or universal light, nature intelligence, or guides. It's going to be different for everybody. It's whatever feels comfortable for you. So do you want to just take a moment to bring your attention to, say, unconditional love and non-judgment, if that feels comfortable for you? If you feel comfortable working with different levels of consciousnesses, different intelligences, just bring your attention to whatever feels comfortable for you. It could be angels, archangels, highly evolved souls, nature intelligence, the intelligence of the universe, whatever is right for you. Okay, and just breathe. And so just even putting your attention on this, so there's different ways we can do this, but we'll just do this way where we're just putting our attention onto these energies and consciousnesses. And just by doing that, there's a sense of allowing, and there's a sense of opening up, and there's a sense of lifting and vibration. So just notice how you're feeling with this. And keep breathing. Okay, and the third step is the transformation. So that's where kind of like the work happens. That's where all the shifts happen. We'll do that now in a moment. I'll just mention the other two steps just so you kind of have an overview. The third step is completion. So that's where we check in to see, is it complete? Is the shift that happened in the third step complete? Or is it still happening? So we want that to be complete before we move on. And then the last step is gratitude. The fifth step is gratitude. Gratitude for yourself, for your helpers, for the transformation, for whatever it is that you're bringing in, what's being released, what's coming in, that sense of gratitude. Okay, so let's go back to the third step of the transformation. So this is, there are loads of different ways you can do this. So what we were doing before in the live streams before, what we were doing was a lot of the time we were using essences, or simply directly connecting with the energy that's within us and around us and within the universe. I'm curious to see what's going to come in for us here now. So we'll go with the energy and see. Okay. And also with this transformation, so it's like having the first two steps kind of set up, it already starts to flow through this third step. And at the same time, there's also kind of a, it's like feeling into, okay, what is the beginning of this bit? So if you want to just feel into where you're at right now, if you want to say hello, or if you want to say where you're at in yourself right now, what's going on for you, then do. And if you don't want to, if you just want to be with the experience, then do as well. So maybe, notice where you're at in yourself right now. Notice how you're feeling about the things that are going on in the world at the moment. Yeah, anything else that comes to your mind, just be aware of it. Hi Neve, welcome. Good to have you here. Okay, so it looks like this is actually connecting directly, or we're receiving support directly from the intelligence within the universe of different consciousnesses. And Beatrice, with you, it's about worthiness, mine and universal. Yeah. Okay, so feel into that. It looks like it actually looks like there's a collection of beings, of light beings, who are supporting us specifically with this piece that we have going on at the moment. And it's like there's this collaboration and they are just so eager to support with this, because this is a huge shift for us personally, individually, as well as collectively and globally. So Neve, a bit of heaviness in your chest. Okay, so just feel that, just be with that. And Ivana, hi, how are you? Okay, so it feels quite purposeful. It's like there's this group of beings who are specifically supporting us. It feels very purposeful, and it's very much like, okay, let's do this. So it feels quite dynamic. Within that circle, if you like, of presence. There are souls, so there are high vibration souls, highly evolved souls. There are some angels, and there are also some, I'll call star beings. So it's a great collection. And if this doesn't feel comfortable with you, just go with the energy. It's like these details don't really matter unless they resonate with you. And with your permission, they'll work with you and support you if you would like that. Okay, so as you're giving permission, just notice your energy opening up. It looks like a what's the word, like a space, maybe. It's like a space where we're each expanding into a particular space. Okay, and if at any time you want to stop this, if any time, thanks for the hearts. And if at any time you want to stop this, or if you're going, I'm not sure about this, then that's totally okay. Just decide you want to just not do it. And if you do want to do it, just have that sense of the space opening up. They're working with you directly. Again, there's that sense of everybody matters, everybody counts. It's not like just, oh, I'm just one person. It's not going to make a difference. It does make a difference. Okay. Hi, Susanna. Beatrice, you feel a lot of coldness in your belly. You're feeling this for days. Yeah. Yeah, so just notice that. Notice it's part of a shift that's going on. Okay. Okay, there's also nature intelligence showing up as part of this collective, this group that's working with us. So nature intelligence as a consciousness, so you could see them as a being. Ooh. It's timely. Okay, brilliant. Yeah. And also be aware that each person who's engaging with this is also co-creating it. So everybody is included in the sense of being a co-creator. So even though this support is coming in for us individually, there is also the collective pieces going on, supporting each other and also creating a bigger ripple into the world. Okay. So if you feel coldness in your feet, put on past tense. Yeah. Yeah, nice. Past tense is really good for ancestral or past life stuff. Yeah. Okay. All right, it just looks like there's another little bit of the setting up. So notice your physical body and breathe. Notice any sensations that are going on in your body. You know, where like you guys have been doing already, noticing the coldness and the heaviness. So just notice what's going on in your body. So a lot of the time when their energy shifts, we don't know what's going on really consciously. Sometimes we do, but a lot of the time we don't. But if we stay connected with our body, we can stay in touch with the flow of what's happening. Nice to see the chat between you. Okay. All right. Okay. So now it feels like it's kind of set up, and that there are some shifts coming in. It looks like the first shifts had to do with ancestral. So ancestral things that are just sitting in our energy field. They're kind of not really doing anything, but they're there and they're still forming part of the matrix. So if you want to breathe, so these feel like ancestral things that are just kind of forms, maybe just kind of forms in our energy that are linked to maybe perceptions or beliefs or ways of being that probably, given whatever their culture, whatever their society, it was relevant, or it seemed like it was part of it, and now there's more awareness coming in. Okay, so these beings are, it's almost like there's a massaging type feeling coming in to our energy field. Very gentle, very kind, very appreciative, very inclusive. And it's like as this sort of massagey feeling is going on in your energy, just notice how you're feeling. Let me know if you feel like it, how it feels for you. It's as if it's just, yeah, unclogging, like unclogging these held energies. It's a bit graphic, but the picture that I'm getting is of a is of like a spot being squeezed or something. Excuse the graphic nature, but kind of like that release of old stagnant cells and so on. And like this release then it's like releasing from these pores, if you like. And as those are releasing, they're actually losing their form and their structure. So if you think of form as being, or things being neutral energy held in a particular structure. So these things that were ancestrally based, that were held in our energy field, that we just inherited because of the energetic flow between us and our ancestors, as they're releasing from our system, they're just kind of returning to neutral energy. So just notice how this feels for you. To me, it feels like there's a lightness coming in. Neve, you feel the need to move or away. Do you mean physically move? Whatever it is you're feeling, just kind of be with it, be on it, and just see what comes in. Yeah, okay. So how is anybody feeling this? I'm feeling it sort of like, it's like all over through the whole of our energy field. Brilliant, Susanna, yeah. Yeah. Maybe this graphic is good because it's being really earthy about it. Oh, Neve, sway. Okay. Yeah, sway. Yeah, so let yourself sway, let yourself move. Yeah. Okay. And notice how you're feeling in your legs. Notice how you're feeling in your breathing, in any tension in your body. Okay. Zara feels like that is around letting go. Okay. Yeah, just continue noticing there's quite a lot going on around the hips, the legs. So if you want to think of the ancestors, and we don't need to know exactly who they are, but think of our ancestors whose beliefs and experiences or whatever, or perceptions that we have been holding that are releasing at the moment. You want to think of those ancestors and just send them love, send them blessings, send them appreciation. Yeah, just have that sense of acceptance and forgiveness and kind of allowing growth. Yeah. Okay. So now it feels a little bit sick, because like there's this sort of sick feeling moving through. It's like, wow, about wanting to let go again. Beatrice, it feels very ancestral. Yeah, yeah, it does. And it feels like it goes back quite far. Let that shit go, yes. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. So if you want to notice even how far back does it go with what's releasing at the moment, how many generations, a number might come into your mind of how many generations back this stuff is releasing. Hi Hannah. Welcome. And again, have that sense of appreciation all that way back, and also for all the good that that your ancestors have shared with you as well. So there are these sort of bits that are not so great, but there's also a lot of good, and there's a sense of, we're all imperfect and we're all growing all the time. So then if you notice, yeah. Ruth, 8 generations, yeah. Okay, so imagine you're honouring those 8 generations at the same time as you're letting go of what's not relevant now, and also allowing yourself to be with whatever does feel relevant. Beatrice, you also got 8. Okay, cool. And you have 6. Now your stomach feels compacted. Okay, so just keep breathing. So if you're feeling that compacted feeling, just breathe. It feels like it's linked in with that letting go piece. Everyone did their best. Hi, Carolyn. Yes, everyone did their best. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. And that feels relevant for everybody, both ancestors and us and future generations. Everyone's doing their best. And now, and then when we know better, then we can implement or bring in that knowing better. And 9 generations, Carolyn. Yeah, cool. Oh, okay. So notice how you're feeling. If you want to move, then move. Susanna, 3 to 4. Yeah, cool. Yeah, yeah. And whatever it is you're getting is perfect. Okay, and now notice how many generations in the future is this transformation coming in as well, this shift coming in, this shift coming in. Even if you don't have children, just still imagine how many generations is this impacting. It still feels relevant whether or not we have children. And again, just get a number of how many generations in the future that would have been impacted by the old energies and that now are not being impacted. Orna, hi Orna. 5, okay, Beatrice 3, Lorraine 6, Carolyn 7, okay. Yeah, so notice that kind of, I'm getting pictures of sort of summer meadows and spaciousness and ease and relaxation and also harmony. So yeah, so it looks like the nature intelligence is really bringing in that sense of harmony and that sense of balance. And you know, in a meadow, you know, so there's so many different environments, but in a meadow, just as an example, you know, there's, you know, one that's healthy is, you know, has wildflowers, has a lot of insects, it has a lot of life within the earth and within the plants, within the atmosphere. So it looks like nature is bringing in some of these energies for us. Hi Laura, 7, Neve 3, and Honor 3, Ruth 3 to 4, Beatrice peaceful feeling, yeah. Susanna 1 or 11, oh, okay, cool. Might be slightly different energies with both of those. Beatrice, really lovely to feel this without having children, feels so true. Yeah, 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 exactly. So, all right. So notice your body. So I'm feeling it along my spine. It just feels like a little bit like electricity. And it looks like, this looks like a recalibration actually now is what's coming in. It's a recalibration of our energy field. So with these shifts that are coming in, our energy needs to kind of recalibrate and reorganize, and also our physical body as well adjust to this. I was feeling so sick over the last few days because it was such a big shift, and I kind of realized, I knew what was going on, but eventually I realized, oh, it's because I've up-leveled or I've moved into a new space, and this is just my body adjusting to this. And it sort of feels much easier to deal with feeling not so great when you know that actually you're just adjusting to some shifts that have already happened. Okay. All right, so notice how you're feeling as well. Notice how you feel about your ancestors, no matter how many generations back. Notice how you're feeling about your descendants, again, whether or not you physically have children. Breathe. Notice the frequency of your energy field. So just imagine the frequency of your energy field. You might feel something, you might see something, you might have a sound, just whatever comes into your mind. Just notice that frequency, and notice that that frequency is like sounding a note into the universe, and that sound is spreading out, or maybe that color is spreading out in every direction. And as it ripples out in every direction, it's changing the collective consciousness, it's changing the wider energy field. So that is true, yeah, yeah. Okay, and notice there's a feeling sort of calm coming in. Right. All right, so if you notice something coming in there about that wider field, okay, yeah, it looks like it's around maybe offering support to the people who are really struggling with this at a very physical human level, where there's a lot of pain, a lot of trauma, you know, in the States or anywhere in the world where this feels relevant. And just have a sense that your note or your color or your frequency is bringing in like a wave of warmth for the people in whatever way is right for them. So there's no, you know, coercing or anything like that. It's just coming in a little bit like on the air. And you know, the people can receive it if they resonate with it, and if they don't, then that's totally fine too. And it's coming into certain people, so you know the way we connect more with certain people than with others perhaps. So it looks like each of us in our frequency, we're resonating with certain people, or there are certain people resonating with us, and just imagine that they are receiving the support. Is helping in their feeling of something to do with their body. It's like their own vibration in the body, perhaps. Yeah, in their heart, in their earthing, in their grounding, in their maybe openness for their own transformation. So again, this is people on either side of this point of view, whether it's people who are really suffering or the people who are kind of being ignorant about it. Either just being ignorant or who are being not good at all about it. You know, so it's coming in for everybody and supporting everybody to transform or to change in whatever way is right for them. The vibration in heart, green and purple, some sound too. Can't describe it. Yeah, I know. Sometimes we can sense it, but not quite describe it. Yeah. So just feel it or sense it, whatever way it's coming in. And a lot of this releasing energy here in Australia as well. Aboriginal people. Yes, exactly. Oh, yes. So notice how you're feeling. And Neve, after that, your little one just lay down on the floor and puts a blanket on herself. She's too. Sweet. Well, lots of love for her. All right, so notice how you're feeling. Ivana, clear spiral moving through your body. Cool. Yeah, so just notice what's going on. It looks like, so just to give you an example now, so normally, you know, we've moved through a certain amount of the transformation, and then you might have a sense of, okay, it's kind of coming close to completing, and so that's when you can do step 4 and check in and go, okay, well, is it completing, or is it complete, or completing? And so my sense is it's completing, not complete, but it's completing, and so that means we stay a little bit longer in step 3, which is the transformation. It looks like it's kind of integrating. Okay, so if you want to notice again these helpers who have been working with us, it looks like they are bringing in or sharing a teaching, and also have the sense of being equal with them. It's like they're not in physical, and they're probably they're very highly evolved, you know, but, you know, we are too, even if we're not all conscious of it at this human level, and we're all equal, and we all have different roles to play. And so that sense of valuing yourself as much as anybody else, physical or non-physical, and also not giving away your power, being in your power and your strength and with your own alignment, your own integrity. You have your own connection with source, with God, the universe. And it's like these guys are supporting us just like we might have a team of physical people supporting us with whatever we have going on. Ongoing, maybe till after the live. Yeah, so if you feel that it might keep going after this, then be with that. And yeah, and you can do, you're familiar with the spiritual, so you could sort of do the last 2 steps later if you want, or you can do it now with the sense that they're coming in later. That makes sense where time isn't, it doesn't matter. And Laura, you the spiral too. Yeah, cool. Okay. So there's a teaching coming in, being shared. Looks a little bit different for everybody. It's like it's just dropping in, and there's a sense of each of us going, oh, what is this teaching? So just receiving it and sort of being with it and noticing how you feel. So if you want to imagine a teaching is coming in, and you're imagining or noticing how you feel about this teaching, even though it's not conscious, it still has an energy, and we can sense that energy or notice how we feel in response to that energy. It looks like a teaching to do with equality. Yeah. Okay, I don't know if I can put words on it. But it's a teaching to do with equality. It's like bringing in fresh awareness, fresh perspectives, things maybe that, you know, we can't put into words at the moment or not quite conscious of at the moment, but it's still coming in as something we will become aware of. So if it feels right, if that energy feels right, imagine that you're receiving it and just letting yourself be with it. And then, you know, energetically or at a higher level in your own consciousness, you can receive as much or as little as that as feels right. Oh, okay, that's interesting. They're going through. So there's also a teaching coming in around freedom. So again, it's got this feeling of something just landing in, being shown to us, and we can, just be with that teaching about freedom. Notice how we're feeling. Just if it feels right, then just allow it to be there and have that sense that you'll receive whatever you need to receive, and whatever needs to become conscious will become conscious. Okay, and there's also teaching about peace. So those 3 words that I kind of called this live stream. Oh, okay, now the teaching about peace feels a little bit different. It looks like it's coming in as a wave through the whole of our energy field. It's like showing us, in a different way. So just notice whatever you're noticing as you're coming in. So Hannah, the father of your children was 13. In the end, they don't know what to call their children. Number 11 was called 11. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So whatever that means to you, and that kind of quirkiness of it, just be with it, like that, doing things a little bit differently maybe. Whatever that means to you, just be with that. Okay. And Beatrice warming around the lower back. Yeah, cool. Yeah. Yes. So just notice how you feel in your body. Have a stretch if you want to have a stretch. Allow your energy, or have the intention that your energy is coming into whatever space it needs to come into now. Okay. All right, so now when we get to step 4, when we say, is this complete? I'm getting that yes, it's complete. So if you want to check in with yourself and just see, does it feel complete for now? So even if it keeps going, just notice if it feels complete for now. Hi, I think I saw a Patrick face go past. Thank you for the thumbs up. Okay. And then we get to step 5, which is the gratitude. So if you want to just, Laura, being enough or too much, showing up, only my power, free to me, peace, wave, soothing, cool. Yeah, good. And live on in the presence of ancestors. Yeah, nice. Yeah, okay, and Hannah struggled to survive. Is that the ancestor struggling to survive? So whatever it is that you're noticing, and even if you feel like writing things after this, if you want to, so whatever it is you need. Oh, actually, there's an essence as well, a personalized essence. Okay, but we'll just do step 5 first. So if you want to just have a sense of gratitude for yourself, for being willing to go through this shift, and for everything that you've been through, for your ancestors, and for all that they have contributed in the myriad of different ways, for doing the best they knew how, and for their gifts, for their love. Have a sense of gratitude for this shift that's happening within us and within the world, for the positive direction in which it's going. And at last, it's like at last. And also for the courage of all the people who are kind of on the front line with this, who are really in it at the physical level. Have a sense of gratitude for them. For all the energies that are releasing, the lessons learned. The new energies coming in, the new world coming in. Okay. All right, and just, feel your weight on the chair, your feet on the floor. Okay, so that feels complete. Now, how's everybody doing? Are you feeling this? Does it feel like it's complete? So that was something actually that occurred to me when I was thinking about doing this. Like, oh, I think there's an essence coming in for everybody, and I forgot to mention it. You're welcome, Beatrice, and thank you. No, thank you. So there's an essence coming in. So this is not one of the ones that have already been made. This is a new one that's just specifically for everybody who's been through this session, and it's supporting you to integrate this session and to move forwards with these shifts. So you could either, if you have water, a glass of water or a bottle of water. Ruth, almost complete. Yeah, cool. So just allow it to finish completing. And Lorene, yes, great. So just have a glass of water. If you don't have one now at the moment, don't worry, you can get one later on, and either just listen to this last little bit of the video again, or yeah, actually that's probably the best thing to do, unless you're familiar with making essences. If you're familiar, you can just have the intention that the essence is going in. All right, and have the intention that that water is for this essence. It's an essence around, actually it's an essence around that equality, freedom and peace, supporting that within you. So of course, you know, the more we have it within each of us, the more that will be experienced and we will experience in the world, be mirrored back to us, and the more that that will go out in the world and contribute to change. So it could be called an equality, freedom and peace essence. It's like the ancestral issue. So it's the essence supporting these ancestral shifts. Yeah, and it's like so when you with the essences, when you drink them, you drink them basically. You drink the water either whatever way feels right for you. So it could be just all in one go after the session, or you could sip it over the next few hours or the next 24 hours. If you're joining tomorrow, then there'll be another essence. But if you're not joining tomorrow, then it's you can make this last as long as feels right, and you can just top it up if it gets low until you've kind of outgrown it. Then you won't need it anymore. Yeah, so it looks like when we drink this water with the essence, it's actually also being shared with our ancestors as well and descendants. So you can have that in your mind if you want to when you drink it. It's still coming in. There's just something that looks like is wanted. It looks like it's okay, so if anybody has a resistance to this essence, you don't need to use this. Does that give yourself permission to go with what feels right for you? And if you feel that it's not right for you, then don't use it. Only do it if it feels feels in harmony. Thank you. Okay, all right, so that feels better. So if there's any resistance, just let it go. You might notice a different change. Might notice a change in the water, so it could be that the texture might change, or there might be a different smell or something. Sometimes it changes, sometimes it doesn't. It's great when it does because there's real evidence that it's there. Okay, so now it feels like it's in. Okay. All right, how's everybody doing? It feels like it's complete now, at least for this live stream. And thank you so much for joining. And thank you so much for taking part and for co-creating it with us. I forgot to say thank you very much for the helpers, to the beings that are helping us. So thank you so much to all of you guys, the beings who are helping us, to nature and the beings of light and the angels. Thank you so much for helping us. It looks like they're going to work with us over the next few days, each of these sessions. So for anyone who would like that. Okay. All right. You're welcome, Carolyn. Thanks for being here. And we'll see what comes in tomorrow. If today was about ancestry, possibly tomorrow might be past lives. Or we'll see anyway. We'll see what comes in. And thank you for the hearts. And have a great day. And I will put a link in the... Thanks, Ivana. You're welcome. And I'll put a link in the text afterwards for the PDF with the steps, if anybody is interested. There's the steps for conscious engagement, if anybody wants to have them in front of them when we're doing it tomorrow. So, all right, have a good day. Oh, thanks, Mum. Thanks, Lorene. You're welcome. And Lorene, thank you for yesterday as well. Ruth, you feel good. Great. Brilliant. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Anna. All right, have a good day, and maybe see you tomorrow. It'll be same time tomorrow, and talk to you soon. Okay, bye.